Hello, and a very warm welcome to this year's Inform Prize. My name's Jason Cook, and I'll be your host for today's event. You probably all know this anyway, but please, if you could, just keep your microphone and cameras off unless you are speaking. And hopefully, fingers crossed, everything will run nice and smoothly today. I don't have any Amazon parcel deliveries, I believe, today. But I do have a cat, and he does sometimes like to make himself heard in important meetings. So, I can't account for his behavior, unfortunately. So also, the event today is being recorded, and it will be uploaded to our YouTube channel within the next few days. Okay. Let's get things started. So first up, we have Mr. or should I say Dr. Bruce Sharlow, who's going to give us a quick overview and introduction of the software engineering course that the level 3 students have undertaken. So Bruce, off you go.
Hello, thank you all for coming. It's good to see a good number of people coming and still arriving. The projects you're going to see today are the result of the students working the last academic year on probably the biggest thing they'll build as an undergraduate student. This is the first time they've done something as this long, as a larger team of 5-6 students. As part of the requirement for our accreditation from the British Computing Society that the students do a large group project as part of their degree. And this is the culmination of that. It'll be interesting to see what they've built and how they've got on. So thank you again all for coming. Look forward to seeing what you've done.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, next up. Is Mr. Steve Aitken, the founder of Intelligent Plant, and he's going to give us a quick introduction as to what the Inform Prize is all about. Steve, over to you.
Thanks, Jason. So the Inform Prize was created by Intelligent Plant in Aberdeen University 8 years ago. So it's actually more than half as old as Intelligent Plant itself. We've had more years as Intelligent Plant with an Inform Prize than years without. It's quite amazing. Initially, we did that to highlight good work in the university and make students aware that Intelligent Plant existed. So we're a software company in Aberdeen. We develop the industrial app store and do lots of things with industrial data. Now, when it comes to the Inform Prize, we're really looking to highlight good presentations by students of their work. And that's because in computing science, so this is a computing science degree, you spend a lot of time working out how to do things and not so much time working out how to speak about them and how to explain them to others. And we wanted to highlight that part because it's a key large part of business, is it being able to explain your ideas. So with that, we created the Inform Prize, and for the last 3 years, it's been an open event that anyone can attend. We do have people from all over the world this year in the event. It looks like there are a large number of them still joining. And it's great to be able to highlight the technical capability that is in Aberdeen and the ability of the students that are here. I don't want to steal their thunder anymore though. So with that, I think I'll hand you back to Jason, who'll take you to the next step of the process.
All right, thanks very much, Steve. Okay, so this year we've selected quite a glamorous judging panel. So you're going to be hearing from each one of the judges as the course goes on. But if we could just get you guys to give us a quick hello and wave on the camera as I say your names. So first we have Dr. John Barrow from the University of Aberdeen. He's the Dean for Entrepreneurship and Employability. Put my teeth in there.
Jason. Hi, everybody.
Next up, we have Iona Curry, Managing Director from Camac Bryant.
Hi, everyone.
And next we have James Deary, who's a Director for UXL.
Hi there.
There he is. There's James. And last but certainly not least, we have Jen Scott, Digital Development Manager from Opportunity Northeast.
Hi, everyone.
There's Jen. Okay, great stuff. Okay, so the teams and the projects then. So this year we have 5 teams. As you can see there on the screen, Team Alpha with their Smart Thermo Analysis project, Team Bravo with Therm Analyzer, Team Charlie with GamerMate, Team Delta with Let's Meet, and Team Echo with Showroom. First up, Team Alpha, and James is going to introduce this team for us. Off you go, James.
Thanks, Jason. It's a great honour and pleasure to introduce the first video up, and that is Team Alpha, who are going to go on and describe Smart Thermo Analysis product.
Smart Thermo Analysis was brought to you by Team Alpha in partnership with HyperDAP. Thermal efficiency can be summarized in the amount of heat that is being wasted in a system, be it a refrigerator, home, or engine. A thermally efficient system means fewer waste of energy, be it electricity or gas, which leads to a lower carbon impact on the environment and, in general, to a cheaper cost of heating and cooling. The main factor that leads to lower thermal efficiency is heat escaping or entering a system. This heat transfer phenomenon is caused by thermal bridges, which are an object or area with higher thermal conductivity than the surrounding materials, which creates therefore a path of least resistance for heat transfer. Thermal bridges can be easily identified in a thermal scan by finding areas with a drastically lower temperature, which are also called heat sinks. Thermal bridges in buildings can be usually identified in the junctions between the wall and the floor, the junction between the wall and roof, holes in the building envelope for pipes and cables, steel wall ties used in masonry constructions, for example cavity walls, and windows and door reveals. Thermal bridges can account for heat loss up to 30% when high level of air tightness and insulation are present, negating the positive effects that such products have on a building, defeating the purpose of installing energy-efficient measures. It is also important to avoid thermal bridges in order to avoid issues they might cause, such as condensation, mold, and rot. Our software, developed in partnership with HyperDAP Ltd, tackles the process of identifying the location and shape of thermal bridges in the most common culprit when it comes to heat loss in homes, windows, and external doors. This lays the groundwork for HyperDAP to develop a diagnostic tool which identifies the causes of thermal bridges and possible solutions to improve thermal efficiency. But let's now have a look at the showcasing prototype. We choose the thermal scan to upload, we upload it onto the server. On the right, we get the range of temperatures inside the thermal pictures. You can see that the lowest temperature here is 7 degrees, while the highest is 35. Probably here there is this radiator. But you can see that the thermal bridges in the window are identified right away, and you can get the shape and the location. Let's now try inputting a scan of an external door. The door is being uploaded onto the server. Again, here we can see the range of the temperatures. Here you can see that the minimum temperature is 7.3 degrees Celsius. Results are being downloaded, and here you can see where the thermal bridges are located, and that's our product. One functionality which can improve significantly the product is the interpretation of thermal bridges. That is a model that allows to automatically detect the most likely cause for the found thermal bridges and informs the user with a series of actions that can be taken in order to reduce the detected thermal bridging. This can be achieved with the implementation of supervised machine learning techniques, which require a large dataset of labeled thermal scan. Even though our algorithm has been written specifically for windows and external doors, its use is not limited to the detection of energy or insulation issues. In fact, given a large enough dataset, it can be integrated with any other image recognition software, making it useful for many sectors. For instance, gas leak detection, as thermal cameras can be used to detect the presence of certain gases at industrial sites or around pipelines. Disease control, by detecting people with high body temperatures. National security, by using thermal bridge detection on people's bodies in order to detect weapons hidden under clothing. Search and rescue, Thermal imagers are able to see through darkness, smoke, and collapsed buildings. And finally, healthcare, detecting variations in skin temperatures in order to identify circulation problems, musculoskeletal problems, and various types of cancer.
I've got 4 points to make on the video. I thought it was a very good presentation. The first thing I'd like to highlight is it's great that you had an industry partner in HyperDAP, which I thought was excellent in terms of actually integrating that into the project. From one point of view, I thought you described thermal efficiencies in the way that I understood. And we're looking at houses and understood those components within houses. And I was curious to know if the cat was actually Jason's and it was sitting around the window. I think the presentation itself combined the kind of slide deck, some good thermal imagery, and that kind of live search demo there, which I enjoyed. And I like to wrap up at the end looking at wider global opportunities in terms of the applications of the technology. So well done to Team Alpha.
Yep, well done, Team Alpha. Okay, so swiftly moving on to Team Bravo, and Iona is going to introduce these guys for us.
Hello, delighted to introduce Team Bravo presenting on Therm Analyzer.
In the past, the thermal analysis of car parts has come with extreme manual work. It is still common practice for technicians to physically measure the temperature of a certain car part, either by touching or hovering over the engine. Going through this process for every individual car part takes a lot of time, and adds to the pressure of local car servicing centers and garages that try to maintain a great level of customer satisfaction. There are two main steps in the process of thermal analysis: identification of different temperatures and their interpretation. The manual identification of temperatures can be unreliable and could cause some serious burns to mechanics. That is why the industry has moved to use cameras with thermal vision. However, interpreting the data from thermal images takes time and requires additional expertise to reach valuable conclusions. To solve these issues, we introduce Therm Analyzer. Our application brings a smart solution to the table: a fast, reliable, and innovative way to analyze and interpret temperatures in car parts. This is accomplished by combining cutting-edge artificial intelligence techniques with thermal imaging and analysis. So how does this all work?
What a better way to show our demo than have it in a real-life scenario in which we go to a garage and show you how a mechanic uses our software. Let's go!
With our simple interface, car mechanics can swiftly use the power of artificial intelligence to increase their productivity. All they need to do is take a thermal image of a car engine and upload it to our application. From there, they will be prompted to select a specific car model and other settings such as the year of manufacturing. The last step for the car mechanic is to only hit the Analyze button. At this point, the image will be sent to our server, on which we would apply our AI algorithm to identify all the different car parts and visually outline them. The whole process will take only a few seconds. The results are in. In this case, our algorithm has found 3 car parts that have abnormal thermal states. Scrolling down the page with the results, the mechanic could view the 3 car parts and see the potential problems that might cause the thermal abnormality. Additionally, we provide detailed information for each affected car part, followed by a recommended solution or course of action. The algorithm also uses different reasoning methods to interpret potential problems such as overheating. Finally, the mechanic can use the analytical results and make an informed decision to repair the parts, saving him time and increase his overall productivity. But how did we do it? Well, we have incorporated deep learning. The reason why we have chosen this technology is its unique characteristic of scalability in the presence of large quantities of data. We have solidified the identification process for each car part. Additionally, we are utilizing logical reasoning that provides us with a degree of certainty for every problem that may cause thermal inefficiency. Our user interface has been developed with simplicity in mind, so it doesn't require a learning curve and also remain intuitive. Our application will be available on a whole range of platforms, including mobile and desktop, while shifting the computationally intensive tasks to the cloud. At the end of the analysis, the program can produce a handy printable report with all the analytical information in one place. Furthermore, this can be passed to the Garage client, increasing the transparency and level of customer service provided by the Garage itself. For a mechanic, a thermal inspection would normally take him 5 to 6 minutes. Now, it would take him only a couple of seconds. How amazing is that? Our thermal analysis software would be one of the first entrants within the industry of maintenance and repair for motor vehicles. This has driven us to encompass a monthly subscription. By doing this, we provide our target audience with the flexibility to choose different price ranges depending on their needs and level of workload. Our application is not just limited to the motor industry. Given our flexibility and modularity, we can expand our capabilities to reach other industries such as the aerospace industry, by applying our approach to aircraft such as planes, helicopters, and even drones. By substantially shortening the maintenance time needed, we could provide greater sustainability within that industry as well. To recap, Therm Analyzer offers a competitive edge when it comes to the performance of different servicing centers. By lowering the time while increasing the accuracy for any prediction, we increase the performance for every service that uses our application. We believe that automating a previously heavily manual task while using state-of-the-art technologies, best practices, and excellent customer support, we will bring sustainable longevity and exponential growth moving forward. Thank you for watching. This is Therm Analyzer.
Thanks, Team Bravo. I've made a few notes on this one, so I really enjoyed that. It was a great use of visuals in the demo there. It felt very interactive. Great that we got to see a member of the team speaking in person there. And I really enjoyed the fact that there was a live example in the demo there with the mechanics. You could really see the product from start to finish. Very well done.
Yep, excellent. Okay. Team Charlie is going to be introduced by Jen Scott. Jen, over to you.
Thanks, Jason. Hi, everyone. I am really pleased to introduce the video from Team Charlie presenting their GamerMate project.
GamerMate is a web-based, interest-oriented application aimed at gamers. During current times, it's hard to socialize with like-minded people, and many find themselves craving social connection. Here, at GamerMate, we strive to help our users form deep, emotional connections with others through their shared passion for gaming. Now, meeting new people is as easy as picking up your mobile phone or laptop. Our users play an in-house made text adventure game and are matched with others based on the meaningful choices they make. So how would one use GamerMate? First, they would need to register an account by entering all of the relevant information into our handy form. They would then verify their email by clicking the link sent to them by our mailer and log in. At this point, the user is ready to get started. Once in the dashboard, the user can add a profile picture by entering the file path and clicking the Upload button. They can also add a bio through the Account Settings page. Our user can set their match preferences. In this case, the user is happy to match with individuals of all genders between the ages of 18 and 90. To generate their alignment, the user must play the text adventure game, where various choices can be made. What would you choose? At the end of the game, the user can see a breakdown and explanation of their alignment. The alignment is also visible from the dashboard. The user can now generate their matches. What about confirming a match? Once the other user logs in with their correct credentials, they too will see the match when they generate matches. Once both users have accepted a match, it can be seen on the Confirmed Matches page. But wait, what if someone seems nice at first, but starts acting creepy? Our users can use our handy report system, where they can choose one of 4 reasons. Our admins can then log in through the separate login page. The admin can then use the tools at their disposal to investigate the case thoroughly. And take suitable action. At this point, you might be wondering, how will this make money? Well, we're glad you asked. The number of match generations per day will be limited, as well as the number of alignment changes. This limit can be exceeded either through microtransactions or through our GamerMate Plus subscription service, which allows unlimited matching, more alignment changes, and other perks and benefits. In future, GamerMate plans to expand by creating a merchandise line featuring our cute alignment avatars. Which one would you be? How will the app be received by the gaming community? If tests with our focus group and beta testing group are anything to go by, the reaction to GamerMate will be overwhelmingly enthusiastic. One user even stated,
"So you have the opportunity with a lot of dating apps when you match with someone to reach out to them, and what do you break the ice with? What's the first question? Being that you've just played the same game, it gives you an opportunity to say, hey, what do you think about this? You have a shared experience already."
GamerMate, join now and try your luck. We know gamers want to connect with others on a deep emotional level. Thanks for your time and happy gaming!
Great, well, thanks guys. I'm sure everyone will have enjoyed that video as much as the judging panel did. I'd like to start by saying on a personal note, I completely love your product. I have a gaming teenager and I can't imagine anyone ever dating them, so this could be the key to my future family. But on a more professional note, we all on the judging panel thought that you did a really good job. It was well presented. You explained exactly what the problem was and how you have gone around solving it. And you gave us a really good demo, which showed us that the app was engaging, easy to use, and that we loved the fact that there was novelty in using the game to assess the user's persona at the start, which was a really fun initiative that fits your customer base really well. So the video was very effective, covering all the important areas. You've identified your customer and created a product to suit them, and you showed us that you'd addressed all the risks that we might think about, as well as your financial model and the possibility of expanding that into merchandise. So you've also identified clear revenue streams. And finally, I love that we got to meet the whole team. It was fun to see all your faces and the personas that you had been assigned through the product itself. It gave a real personality to the team and to the product. So well done, and thanks for all your efforts.
Thanks very much, Jen. Okay. Next up, John. John's going to introduce Team Delta to us.
Thank you, Jason, and I'm delighted to introduce the Team Delta, who are going to talk about the product called Let's Meet. Over to them.
Hello, I'm Hamish, and I'm here with Team Delta to introduce Let's Meet, the collaborative meeting organiser. The idea for Let's Meet came from our very first meeting, when we actually had quite some difficulties trying to work out when we could meet. And we thought there must be a better way of doing this. And after some research, it turned out that there wasn't. And we thought, well, why don't we make it? And that's where the idea came from. The simplest way to interact with Let's Meet is through the web interface. It is accessible on any device, from mobile phones to desktops, and tested on a wide variety of browsers. Before creating your first meet, you must first create a Let's Meet account. Just provide your name, email, and a password. After logging in, you can visit your dashboard, which shows all of your events, plus the invitations you have to other people's. From here, you can create your first event. We've made it really easy to create an event. Simply tell us roughly where you want to meet and the times that you'll be available, and then send an invite to everyone else. When selecting your location, a handy user interface will show you exactly what you're selecting and guide you through the process. This location defines the outer bounds for your event, and all of your participants are free to suggest locations inside this that suit their preferences. Times are selected from a calendar-based interface, and once again define the outer bounds for when your participants can suggest their own availability. You can suggest as many time ranges as you like. You can also provide a list of facilities which the ideal venue would have, allowing Let's Meet to find this for you. You can also poll participants for anything that doesn't fit naturally into any of the previous categories. You are now ready to share your event with all of your participants. Participants do not need a Let's Meet account, simply provide their email address and we'll handle the rest. You can even invite users with their Let's Meet ID. Your participants will be sent an email with instructions on how to respond.
Once your participants have received this invitation, they are able to log on to Let's Meet themselves and respond to your event. This allows them to input their own location, date and time ranges, and any facilities they would suggest to include. Also during this process, they can respond to any polls you may have started.
Guests will be asked for a name to help identify them, and after completing the form, they'll be given the opportunity to upgrade to a full account.
As the event host, you can see which of your participants have responded and who you're still waiting on. Once you have the perfect number of responses, you can finalize the details for your event. Our Let's Meet algorithm will help with this, suggesting the best dates and times using the data submitted by your participants. You can also adjust the minimum attendance rate and duration in order to find the perfect setting for your event. Once this is sorted, you need to find the location for your event. Once you have a radius, Let's Meet can suggest venues for you, perfectly suited to your needs. You can then see the facilities these venues offer and select the ideal one for your event. Once you have all this information, you're ready to confirm your event, and Let's Meet will send out an official confirmation to all of your participants.
Invitations even include an event which can be added straight to your calendar.
Let's Meet is not just for meeting organisers, it allows for business owners to register venues they own for people to see when arranging a meeting. Multiple users can be added to a business, granting them permission to edit and create venues. When registering a venue, the open times, location and facilities can all be set, so users can filter venues when searching for their ideal meeting place. Venues can be viewed by any user using the Let's Meet platform.
Let's Meet also allows you to synchronize your Let's Meet events that have a date time to your Google Calendar. Simply click the Authorize button, sign in with your Google account through the OAuth process, allow permissions, and then click the Sync button. You should find that your Let's Meet events are now in your Google Calendar. Additionally, Let's Meet supports multiple languages. Here is Let's Meet in Russian.
We've already built a really interesting platform that's proven to work, but we're still excited to take it further, from rich integrations with the services you already use through to better support for online events. These are all things that we have in mind. For now though, we're really excited to get Let's Meet into your hands and to start getting some feedback from real-world users. So from myself and everyone else on Team Delta, we're really proud to introduce Let's Meet, the collaborative meeting organizer that helps you focus on what matters.
Okay, so the judging panel, when we looked at this presentation, really did think that, as a product, there was a real good kind of use case put forward. It was really nice actually to see the product used in detail and some different examples of how you would actually use that. And in terms of the presentation, really a nice pace of delivery, very clear delivery as well, and really nice, a bit like the last presentation actually, to see some of the team members actually present in the presentation itself. And overall, I think you may well have a bunch of customers in the judging panel themselves, with kind of busy working lives and having to arrange meetings and so on. I think as a product in of itself, it was a really good project. So very well done, Team Delta.
Thanks very much, John. So now you may have noticed we have more teams than we do judges. So for the last one, Steve Aitken is going to introduce Team Echo to us.
Yes, and this is Team Echo with their product Showroom.
Remember this, and this, and this? Man, people used to do stuff together. Whether it's a trade show, music or art festival, student society fair, or even recruitment event, everyone's looking forward to getting together again. But hold on a minute. These events were never perfect. You had to make travel arrangements, which becomes time-consuming and chaotic. You had to consider accommodation, always a wild card when you're in an unfamiliar place. And when you factor in the costs of keeping yourself fed, watered, and not having a total mental breakdown on the venue floor, it could sometimes be prohibitively expensive. Plus, imagine what it must be like for event staff, who have to consider visitor flow, sound and lighting, catering, and what to do in the event of a zombie apocalypse. Now, in the last year, we've seen the power of online events. They've connected people across the globe on an unprecedented scale. But hosting your event in a tailor-made application is expensive. So for most of these events, it's not quite the same as the real thing. Many people will happily go back to the aforementioned mental breakdowns just to have a more interactive experience. So we're here to change that. Introducing Showroom, virtual events reimagined.
Hi there! I'm going to be your tour guide for this demonstration of Showroom. Showroom is a virtual event platform that allows you to explore a 3D space and talk to other attendees. Events are fully configurable by their host, and exhibitors can create stalls using a built-in editor. Once your stall is in an event, you can go to our website to view analytics about the people visiting your stalls. The 3D environment is familiar if you've ever played a first-person video game, but if you haven't, it's still easy to get the hang of. You can walk around, talk to people with your microphone, or type messages to each other. Stalls can even contain interactive blocks that link to websites, so it's great for advertising your company. Showroom's unique business strategy is to step in at every part of the event hosting process while still leaving the customer in control. You can choose to make your event public or to require that each attendant has a ticket. Tickets can be generated and redeemed on our website. We've added extra features for moderation and an extensive API for communicating with our platform. In fact, the only thing we can't help you out with is graphic design. Yeah, you'll need to figure that out yourself. So, let's get started with Showroom, from the ground up. First, we'll look at the process of building a single stall, then we'll set up an entire event, and lastly, we'll see what it's like to attend one of these events. Alright, here we are at the website homepage. The stall we'll be making is for an imaginary musical instrument company looking to advertise their drum machines. First, I'll create an account for their representative. Let's log in and go to My Stalls. We'll call it Retro Drum Company. It's created. We can change the name or view analytics, but there won't be any data yet. Now would be a good time to upload our graphics so we can use them in the editor. The 3D parts of Showroom are accessed through the Showroom client. Let's download the Windows version, unzip it, and log in again. And there's our stall. Now the editor may look daunting at first, but most of these text fields are just for fine-tuning. You can move, resize, and rotate blocks easily by dragging. Let's speed things up a bit. On the right, you can see the images we uploaded earlier, plus a library of basic textures to use. Finally, we're adding some text blocks to the stall and linking those to websites. Okay, we're done. I'm happy with the stall, but it's nothing without an event. Luckily, we're in contact with the host of a convention for musicians, so we're going to do a switch of perspective to Mr. Music. It looks like Mr. Music has hosted events with us before. Let's watch him make a new one. This is the event editor. It's a powerful way of prototyping layouts and knowing exactly how your event will look. We can place, rotate, or remove stalls simply by clicking. Now we have an event full of stalls, including the one we created earlier. Let's take a quick look from a visitor's perspective. I'd say it's looking pretty good. We can click on the interactive blocks to open our browser, and we can also view a map of the stalls, just like in a real event. But so far we've been looking at completely fictional companies and products, and we still have a lot of functionality to cover. So to demonstrate how events might operate in the real world, the next event consists of actual UK games companies that have given us permission to include their branding. So I've just gotten an email containing a ticket code. Let's try redeeming it. I can now see Games Connect in my event list. If we open up Showroom, we can see the event plus details about the current capacity and how long it will run for. I may or may not have 10 windows of Showroom open right now. As you can see, the standard size of stall isn't a fixed limitation. As long as you're in agreement with the host, anything goes. Let's speak to the representative for this stall. Hi there, how's it going?
Hello.
One important thing to note here is the crown icon above her head. Recruitment scams are everywhere, so Showroom combats impersonation by indicating the owner of a stall. Okay, at the moment we're behaving nicely, but what if we were to start causing havoc? Well, if you're in the same stall as someone with the crown icon, they have a special ability. They can kick you out. Politely, of course. Note that event hosts have this ability everywhere in their event. Okay, since we've managed to get ourselves kicked out of an event and we're back at the main menu, we can finish up by taking a quick look through settings. The Showroom client allows you to set specific audio devices, change your color theme, and join a public event without even creating an account. Altogether, Showroom creates a bright future for international online events, and it's also a useful tool for smaller gatherings where you might want to have more control over your experience. So make your next event a Showroom event.
That was absolutely brilliant. We, all the judges, we absolutely loved the start of this video. The context that was set was really good. Amazing amount of work to have been done in such a short period of time, because there are some commercial products that don't have that much in them. So I have to say, very well done to you, and an incredibly good video. With that though, we can go to the next step, and I'll hand you back to Jason, who'll tell us what we're doing next.
Thanks, Steve. I loved the, I don't know how many people spotted that, but the Notify event by Clever Flora. Yeah, really cool. Very well done. Okay, so we're going to open up some breakout rooms now, which will give you a chance to meet with and talk to the teams. So what will happen is you should see, not right now, oh, there we go, it's just popped up now. So you should see a window pop up and with the breakout rooms, and you should be able to select which room, which team you want to go in and have a chat with the students about their video. So we'll leave these open for about 10 minutes. Once you're finished, just select the leave room button, and we'll come back, and after this we shall announce the winners. So now the time is to announce the winner. So the judging panel will give them 5 categories to score each presentation on. Category 1 was how clearly the presenter spoke and presented. Number 2 was the presentation engaging and delivered with enthusiasm? Number 3 was how well did they explain the product? Were they able to convey the concept without using technical jargon? Number 4, did the presentation make good use of available tools? And number 5 was how memorable was the presentation? So scoring each of those categories out of 10, the winners of the Inform Prize 2021 are Team Bravo with Therm Analyzer. So there you go. Congratulations to Team Bravo. Now, Richard, do we have Peter Baltov on the call? If so, we'd just like to have a quick chat with him.
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Peter.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this, and I have no words personally.
No,
it's amazing.
We didn't give you any heads up on this, so that this is the first time you've heard of this. So yeah, your presentation scored the highest by a decent margin as well. So yeah, well done. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I want to use this opportunity also to thank the whole team for this amazing work. We have tried throughout the whole process, throughout the whole year, to create an amazing product. And thank you very much for this this prize. And personally, I'm speechless. Sorry. Yeah.
Excellent. Thanks, Peter. So. Closing remarks then. Many thanks to everybody that's helped out with the Inform Prize this year. So we've got a huge shout out to OGV Energy magazine for their help with the promotional materials, and I urge you to go and visit their website at ogv.energy. Many thanks to Opportunity Northeast for their help. Huge thanks to the judges for their time. And obviously a huge thanks to the folks at the University of Aberdeen. And obviously, you know, a huge thanks and kudos to all the students that took part in this. The presentations really kind of lifted the bar this year, and we wish you all the best for the future. So we'll now open up the breakout rooms once more, just to give you another chance to have a chat with teams that you may have wanted to chat to but haven't had a chance to, and of course you can chat to the winners as well. So they will stay open for about another 10 minutes or so, and then we will close the event. All right.
Before that, sorry, I'm from Team Bravo. I would like to congratulate our year. Everyone from the third year has done an amazing job. We've seen all the presentations and they're just amazing. I know some people, most of the people from third year, and I know how hardworking they are. I just want to say good job, everyone, to everyone who worked, and to my teammates who are just amazing.